I hope you can hear us correctly and see us. I don't see the live yet.
Me neither. Probably soon.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
You're refreshing the same much as me, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, still not there.
It is live. It is live.
It
It is live.
is.
Yes.
Oh, it is live, yes.
So I am
Okay.
going to ping on the Discord.
Okay.
Yes. And hello everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today.
We are going to talk about little spells today. As you might see, we are already prepared. So I guess Anki will be going first, talking.
Oh, I'm going first?
Yeah, because you want to actually finish it and remove that smell.
Right, yeah. Guys, so obviously all these things are very good for your body. And the antiviral, antibiotics almost. And we're going to talk about the alchemical aspect, and I need to clear it because otherwise I'm going to be left with onion smell and other nasty smell. They're good for the body, but the smell just. And I have this one thing which I'll show you in a moment, and I'll discuss about it. It's the most horrific thing you can ever smell. It's like sulfur and disgusting stuff. So, and I'm gonna have to use that. So, okay, got the message. So, I guess I'll go first then. Thank you guys for joining. So,
We are going first.
Yeah.
We're going first with the spouse, and then we are collecting in meantime queue for the readings. If you want a reading, please follow us, and then we'll be doing them.
Yes, so basically, how the reading works is we're doing a free reading giveaway. However, you need to be on the stream and you need to be chatting on the stream because the bot only takes into consideration people who are actively participating in the stream. So if you are just watching and not participating as in typing, you won't be able to. The bot won't pick you because the bot doesn't realize you're there. So if you're actively like typing and etc., it doesn't have to be all the time. I think it's just like there's a period of time, and when we do the giveaway, whoever at that point has been typing for a period of time, it picks from these people. So it's not a case of just joining the stream. It's a case of being interactive and showing that you're on the whatever typing area. If you cannot hear us or if we're too loud, let us know. If the music is too loud and it's masking us, please let us know. If there's any issue with audio, please let us know. And I have a disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. The alchemical potion that we're going to be doing today, because it's obviously for educational purposes only, if you decide to replicate this, it is at your own risk, and we do not take any responsibility for what you do in your spare time with this information. However, it's strongly advised that you always consult with a medical practitioner before you take any potions or alchemical remedies as such. Hi, Grim Reaper.
You decided to learn about the spells and potions today. That's nice.
Hello.
So you can start with your spell. In meantime, probably we'll get some viewers.
Okay, I'm confused. Are you starting with your spell?
No, you are starting because
Oh, I'm starting. Oh, okay,
yes,
right. Okay,
because you
so
want to later remove the smell.
yeah, you're right. Okay, so I gave the disclaimer, as I said. So let's talk straight up into how we're going to add alchemy into this. This is my own formulation, by the way, so hope you enjoy it. So the best time to harvest your herbs. So obviously you want to ideally plant your own herbs. You know, plant it. If you don't have a garden, make it at home. I don't know. There's lights for it. You know, at home light, indoor lights. Grow it yourself so you can harvest it and actually become an alchemist. And the best time to harvest it is during full moon or 2 days before full moon, because that's when the electromagnetic energy is at its height in all living things, and that includes plant. And especially when you're harvesting medicinal herbs, especially the root, during the full moon or 2 days before full moon, that's when the sap is sinking. And you want to be harvesting in dry weather and early in the morning. Not too early so that there's no dew still on it, but early enough. And the rhizomes are these. That's also a rhizome. They are to be harvested in dry weather in dry weather in autumn. And the leaves of plants of medicinal plants, you want to harvest them before the flower, and the flowers you harvest them when they are fully open. And today we're going to be looking at different plant, very powerful plant, and we're going to make a formula out of it. I already made one for Mars, because Mars is the energy of strength. It's, you know, especially when you're dealing with healing and combating diseases and boosting immune system, you want to work with Mars energy. So that's on a Tuesday. So mine has been made on a Tuesday. And what you can do is harvest your herbs during full moon or before full moon, and then you start working with them on a Tuesday. And I'm going to talk a little bit more later about the how I add additional magic to my alchemy, using with Solomonic seal and why, and also sigils that I put on it. And I like to put my ingredients as well on the pot. So this is since Tuesday. This is fermenting still. So anyway, let's start. So we've got thyme, and I'm going to start with thyme, so I'll move that out of the way. So thyme has the compound in it called thymol and calvacol, and it's a great. Make sure that you wash the herbs before you use them, and also today, obviously, I've already made my one, so I'm just gonna. It's just to show you. I'm gonna use this 250 ml jar. But I'm going to be making two formula. The next one is going to be quite another interesting one, but I'll go through that in a moment. So if you can't harvest your own herbs, then buy them on a Tuesday at the hour of Mars. There's a thing called planetary hourly calculator, or planetary hour calculator. Go on Google, find it, put your region, your date, etc., and check when it's Mars hour. There's 4 times that there's Mars. You want to pick the first 3 hour of Mars, not the last part of Mars. Ideally, the first or second hour of Mars is a good time to buy your herbs. Like I said, you harvest it during full moon, or you buy it during full moon, and you work on it on the around the hour of Mars. So just before we start, so with alchemy, the way that you want to do it is you want to still cleanse, because there's so much of it intention work, and prayers, so you can call upon deities that you're working with or whoever you're working with. So that doesn't change as with anything to do, anything else to do with magic. So thyme is good for any respiratory problem. If you've got bronchitis, it's an excellent expectorant. It's an antibacterial, antifungal, and expectorant means basically it pulls the phlegm from your chest and it makes it thin enough for you to release that mucus that's making you ill. And it's a cough suppressant, immune system booster. And what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to start. You want to bruise the herbs. It's really important that you do that to release the phyto compound or the chemical compounds in the herbs. Otherwise, it won't get released, even if you're putting strong menstruum on it. Menstruum is basically the blood within alchemy, or as they call it, the alcohol or vinegar. I used vinegar for my last one, apple cider vinegar, but you could use vodka as well. I'm going to be using vodka for this one. Again, I'm not advocating drinking. This is not about that. It's about the alcohol being able to release the... Make sure that you boil the jar. You want to disinfect everything before you make your potion. So that's the thyme. I'm doing it by eye for this one. And next we have oregano. So oregano, also antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, antioxidant. It kills E. coli, candida. It's good for bronchitis, any respiratory problem. Tonsillitis. It's good for digestion. It even kills parasites in the gut. It's antimicrobial, antiparasitic. It's got loads of vitamins, including vitamin K. There's so many more effects, by the way. I'm just discussing the ones that concerns us, which is more the antiviral, antibiotic type effect, because we want to boost our immune system so we can be healthy, and if there's any nasty stuff coming around, our system is powerful enough to kick it out. So that is for it. And then I'm gonna go for the herbs first, then the other stuff. So then we have, where is my rosemary? So rosemary is a pretty cool herb. For rosemary, I'm just gonna pull it out of the branch. It's a neuroprotective herb. That means it protects your brain and it helps with nervous system disorders. If you've got any headache, fatigue, it's really helpful. It's a powerful antioxidant, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antifungal, boosts immunity, improves blood circulation, improves alertness of the mind, intelligence, focus, memory. It's a cognitive stimulant, and it improves the mood, reduces stress hormones imbalances, and it's even used against meat spoiling bacteria. So you can actually use it to preserve meat. It will not allow the bacteria to touch it. It's also good for bronchitis, asthma. It's even been approved for dyspepsia, alopecia, and rheumatism by the German Commission E. And the compounds in it are rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid. And so we've done the rosemary. I didn't want to put too much because my jar is small, so like I said, by eye. And now I'll probably do this lemon peel. You don't want the lemon. What they don't mention much is that the lemon in itself is not as powerful as the lemon peel, because that's where the chemical compound is in. The chemical compound that actually has any effect, like the medicinal stuff. So it's the peel that you want to use, not the lemon. If I can actually know how to use this. Sorry if it's loud, but that's how it goes. So yeah, you want to remove the peel.
My cat
Make sure you
interested
wash.
in that.
Sorry?
You even made my cat interested in that. He literally came looking over what you are doing.
So make sure that you just do the peel and not more than that. And because that's, like I said, where the nutrients are. You want to be doing this at the hour of Mars. And you can also cut the skin if you like, but this is the best method to really help release the chemical compounds in the in here. And lemon peel is got D-limonene, terpenol, general acetate, and it's got very, very high amount of vitamin C in the peel. So the phytochemicals are in the peel. And it's got very good antimicrobial, antioxidant activity, helps reduce fever, and it's got lots of flavonoid. And it even can cure kidney stone. Do your own research, please, because there's so much more effects from any of these herbs, but we don't have time today to go through every single effect. We're just going to discuss the immune boosting properties. I think that's enough. So I can put that away. La, la, la. So lemon peel, that's done. Right, so after the lemon peel, that's when we're getting to the other parts. Actually, why don't we do the... Right, I'm actually going to go straight with the Ferula asafoetida. And this is a resin, and it's super powerful. It helps against whooping cough, asthma, bronchitis. It's a very strong neuroprotective compound. It's memory enhancing. It has powerful digestive enzymes if you're suffering from digestive issues. Antioxidant, antispasmodic, antimicrobial, antibiotic, antitoxicity, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and it has relaxant effect. It's got sulfur compounds in there, as well as other compounds, which is difficult to pronounce, umbelliferone and more, and resinatonarrols A and B, and ferulic acid. And it comes from Iran, actually, the desert of Iran, so Persia. And in ancient texts, they talk about treating cold, cough, ulcer, menstrual problem, all sorts of things. They call it food of the gods, but they also call it devil's dung because of the smell. It smells so bad. In fact, it's very good against influenza, weak digestion, disease of stomach. It increases the alkaline pH level in your body, and menstrual cramp problems. In fact, during the Spanish flu of 1916 or 1918, that's what they used. And there's even claims by some scientists that the extract was being thought of being used for the H1N1 virus, swine flu. It releases chest congestion, releases phlegm, protects your memory and any nerve damage, especially they've done it on animal studies, and is proven to reverse any memory loss, nerve damages, brain fogs and that sort of thing. Can be inhaled to treat pneumonia, but God, you don't want to inhale this, it smells so bad. It's also been used to treat hysteria and other nervous problem disorders. So here I'm going to, stinks. I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons here because I use I use pure silver when I work with alchemy, but you don't have to, but it helps if you have a real silver spoon. Do use it because it works good in magic. I'm gonna close that because it smells so bad. And then the next part is the other things. So let me put my gloves on because it is going to make my hand smell and discolor it as well, because we have some stuff that really discolors it. Right. Let's go to... Okay, I'll start with garlic. Let's do 4 garlic. And then we're gonna do the turmeric. Yeah. Okay, so if you're buying these organic, you don't need to take the peel off. In fact, there's benefit in the peel of garlic. However, my one is a little bit old, so I'm going to remove the peel. If it's not organic, make sure you remove the peel. And so garlic has got allicin, sulfur compound, diallyl, disulfide, and other stuff, including copper, boosts immune system. It prevents the severity of any cold and flu. It's antiviral, antibiotic, microbial. Even reduces risk of cancer because of its powerful immune boosting effect. Oh, so hard to get these right. And yeah, no, that's good. Then what you want to do with garlic is either crush it, because you want to release these chemical compounds in it. So you either want to crush it, grate it, or cut it. I'm going to cut it because I don't have a garlic crusher with me right now, for good reason, because I don't want the juice to just go everywhere. So that's that. And I have to clean as I go along. And then let's cut this up. Ugh. Maybe I'll use a smaller knife. You want to cut it as small as you can, ideally. But, you know, just the fact that you're bruising any parts of it is still going to help release it. Especially if you're using vodka. You want to be using vodka that's 80%. What I mean by that is it's 80% proof. So why vodka? Because it's odorless and it's clear, you know, especially if you don't like the smell of brandy or cognac or rum or gin even. Though you can use these others, but I wouldn't, it's not as good. Ideally you want to use 100 proof, which is 50% alcohol. But if you don't have access to that, then use 80% proof, which is 40% alcohol, which I think you'll find in most places. Right, so some of there. And then next we're going to go on to the ginger, so let's just quickly do that. Wow, the smell. Ugh. That's why it's so good for you. You see, it's the sulfur compound in it that makes it smell so bad. You know, when did your grandma ever tell you anything that's bad for you is actually good for you? Did you think sugar is good for you? Like, think again, because it's not. Yeah, everything that's bad for you is good for you. I mean, I don't mean like really bad stuff, but in herbs world, yeah. And then we're gonna get the ginger. Maybe I'll just use one because I don't want to waste my time too much. So the ginger, the same thing. Wash it. Yes.
I remember one thing my mom used to make when we were sick in home, but that taste is something I can't stomach even now. But it was working pretty well. So I
That's
know what you mean.
exactly it. Anything that smells bad with herbs, you know is good for you. Because it's actually the chemical in it that imagine that you've got viruses and bacteria and fungus and parasites and all these things, and you need something really strong that's going to be like your soldier, sort of pushing it away. Again, with ginger, if it's organic and the skin is not too old, you don't need to peel it, otherwise do peel it. This you can grate or you can cut. You need to do either or to release the chemical compound. So ginger has gingerol in it as the chemical compound. And it's antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral. It's good for digestion, for nausea, vomiting, lots of good stuff. Right, so, and we've got 2 more. So yeah, keep hashing this thing. I mean garlic. No, ginger. So this is fire. We're making a very powerful alchemical healing potion to boost your immune system. Do remember this is all to be done during the hour of Mars. So you have about an hour to do this. Which is, you can do this because if I can do all this in about 30 minutes, I'm sure in an hour you'll be able to get it done. And if you don't, then, well, won't be as good, but it's fine. And then the best thing, this is like the creme de la creme, the most potent, is turmeric. Turmeric is the winning herb. Extra potent. And turmeric, the compound is called curcumin. That's the active ingredient. Again, you don't need to remove the peel, but mine is old, so I'm going to remove it. You do want to wash this. It's anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It's a brain protector. It fights degenerative processes in the brain, like literally fights it. Antiviral. It's been tested for like virus IAV, dengue virus, Zika virus, chikungunya. It inhibits entry of hepatitis C virus, even human norovirus, septicemia, virus in fish, bovine herpes virus, lots of other things. Do your research. And curcumin, it hinders the genome replication. So if there's any nasty stuff that's replicating, it stops it. And curcumin hinders, it also is good against, it's been proven to work against respiratory syncytial virus, Japanese encephalitis virus, Epstein-Barr virus, HIV, because it reduces replication, and SARS virus. So that's why you want to add a lot of this in. If you can actually make your formulation mostly turmeric, do that. However, warning, everything's going to turn yellow. Yeah, like, can you see this? But it's fine because you can just wash this away with lemon juice. Lemon juice and dishwashing liquid will help remove the yellow. So if your knife or your fingers get yellow, you can do that. You do either want to grate this, cut it into fine pieces, or put it in a blender, because that's the easiest way of releasing it. Can you imagine me putting a blender on whilst we're streaming? Don't think so. So here I am, laboring away, cutting these pieces manually. The good old days. But this really here is powerful, powerful stuff. Turmeric is the most potent rhizome herb, and you can even use it in your oil to prevent the oil from losing its good stuff. So for example, if you're using coconut oil and cooking with it, you can add turmeric in it, and turmeric will protect your coconut oil. In fact, it protects just about everything. It's like your ideal guard, turmeric. I don't have that much space to really do it well, you know, the way the camera is set up, it only gives us a very short window of visibility, so, you know, look at that, it's yellow. My pink knife is yellow now. Okay, so then you want to put that in. Now, remember, sometimes you need to increase the bioavailability of these amazing herbs. And turmeric, unfortunately, like a lot of other great herbs, the body doesn't absorb it very well. So what do you do so your body can really absorb it well? Well, use black pepper. Black pepper increases the bioavailability by 2,000%. Well, that translates to 20 times more bioavailability in the body. So you can actually get the benefits more, because there's an element in black pepper, peppercorn, called piperin, and that's what helps the increase the bioavailability of turmeric. And of course, because turmeric is the winner here for what we're trying to do for this very powerful immune boosting potion, we want to include black pepper, which we're going to do in a moment. I do actually enjoy the smell of turmeric. It's quite pleasant. It's quite sweet. It's nice. The only thing is obviously the color, but I don't mind it so much because I use gloves. And otherwise you blend it and you don't have to touch it at all. Okay, so obviously you want to put a lot more in this, but this is for demonstrative purposes only, so I'm not gonna spend too long just going through all that. Next we have onion. Yes, onion, oh gosh, onion, very interesting thing. It's got allicin, sulfuric acid, sulfur quercetin, other phytochemicals, antioxidant, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, folic acid, magnesium, helps with insomnia, is antibacterial. It's rich in probiotics and it boosts immune system. Now, one thing you need to note. With onion, you don't want to remove all the peel, and you want to use red onion because it has most of the good stuff in the red onion as opposed to the green one. Cut the root bit out first, then the other bit, and then you don't want to remove too much of the peel because the good stuff is in the peel. So make sure that you're not removing too much. Like, I know we like go along and we're like, oh yeah, just remove the peel. No, that's where the good stuff is. Don't remove all the peel, just a little bit of the peel. The bits which are bruised or doesn't look so nice. I think that's good. Then you could slice halfway with the peel. Ow! If I cut my finger, I'll see you guys. Okay. It's obviously harder to cut with the peel on, so be careful. Be very careful using a knife, please. It's at your own risk. Okay, so that's the onion. With the peel. I won't put this one in because there's not enough space anyway. I think, yeah, it's good. Put that on the side. I don't like mess. Alright, so we did put the asafoetida already, so now we need the black pepper. Black pepper, where art thou? Okay, black pepper and cinnamon. Right. What did I write about? Oh no, I still have to cut the cayenne pepper. Oh, never mind. Okay, so the black peppers, what as I was saying, has the piperin in it to increase the bioavailability of this amazing turmeric. It's actually dried berries, black pepper. You want to put a good like 2 tablespoons, and you want to crack it. You don't want to just leave it like that because you want to release the stuff. It comes from a vine called Piper nigrum, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, improves brain function in animal studies, boosts bioavailability on not just turmeric but other nutrients, calcium, selenium. It increases bioavailability of green tea, calcium, selenium, and as I mentioned, turmeric. Sorry for the noise. And as you're working in alchemy, there's such a thing called pray and work. So, oro elabore. So you want to have your intention, pure intention, and as you're making all these. And the last part is cinnamon. And no, actually it's not the last part. Sorry, my bad. Cinnamon is very good for antibacterial, antiviral, has some antibiotic effects, and you want to break it to release its compound. Wow, that jar is so full. Okay, you should use obviously a bigger jar. Don't follow me. This is, as I said, for instructional purposes. So that's that. And the last thing is your cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper has got capsaicin, sorry, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, lots of vitamin C, flavonoid. It reduces heart disease, lowers the risk of all causes of mortality, it says. It increases blood flow, and that's what you want. You want your blood flow to increase, and you want to cut this because when you're taking this potion, when the blood is increasing in your body, you can increase the bioavailability, because when blood flows in the body, then it increases the absorption of everything. So that's going to get your blood going. In fact, people who have strokes and things like that, or heart issue after they take the cayenne pepper, well, they can just, revive, because, the blood flow just goes back in. That's why it reduces heart disease. Yeah, so you can use for this a good quality organic apple cider vinegar if you don't like the taste of alcohol. This one is unfiltered, unpasteurized, raw, naturally gluten-free. However, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the 80 proof vodka. And what you want to do is very slowly pour this until it's filling everything up. Yeah, like that. And then use a grease-proof paper. So I'm going to poke some of that stuff in. Yeah, use grease-proof paper because there's like a bit of rubber there, and as you know, alcohol has a amazing way of just about releasing, extracting things from plastic and metal, so you want to use that. Then the next thing you do is shake very hard, as much as you can, and you're going to be doing that every day for the next, I would do it for 2 months, but you don't need to. You could do it for 40 days, or let's say ideally 2 lunar cycles, about 2 months, and every day you're going to shake it at the hour of Mars very vigorously, so it can release the compounds more so. And if there's any herbs that sits at the top, it needs to be shaken, because otherwise it will mold if the alcohol is not touching it. And that's why we want to put that greaseproof paper, because it's like locking in the stuff as well. This one's a little bit tight, but okay, whatever, still going to extract it. Then what I do, obviously working with Mars, you want to use iron. The rainbow hematite here, any hematite or magnetite has iron in it, so you want to place one on it. You want to store it in a cool, dry place, ideally a warm place, like, I don't know, like your boiler area. You can leave it there, so it increases the fermentation process. And here I've used the second pentacle of Mars, of Solomonic magic, because it helps with all kind of diseases, and it fights everything. So that's why I've selected the second pentacle. And on there you can read every day when you're shaking it the versicle. So it says, in him was life, and the life was the light of man. And then there's the Psalm 23, so that's to activate the seal. You read Psalm 23. And I've put on there L, the seal of Mars, and at the bottom I've put Raphael, the angel Raphael, archangel, because he deals with the healing aspect of men. So make sure that you label your stuff and put the date, so you know like when it's ready. I mean, my one obviously is much better because I took time to do it. This one is fast, so it's a little bit packed. But okay, the next one we're going to do is going to be better. But yeah, leave your crystal at the top. Remember to put your seal and what I showed you. The videos will be here, so watch it if you want. Again, if not, then it will be posted on YouTube, so you can follow that there. Now the next one I'm going to do, it's going to be a lot faster, is, let's put this pepper away. It's a anti-anxiety, helps with insomnia, helps with hormonal imbalance, helps with depression, helps with anxiety, depression, increases mood, helps with the brain, obviously, because a lot of these problems are emotional issues. And for this one, I would say work with the moon, because the moon is dealing with all things that is to do with the subconscious and emotion. So do this on a Monday at the hour of the moon. Buy your ingredients at hour of the moon. And we're going to start with nutmeg. Right, nutmeg, where are you? Okay, nutmeg. Nutmeg is a psychoactive compound, yes. Did you know that? It's a similar chemical structure to amphetamine, in fact, and it's got myristicin, elemicin, and it helps with mental well-being, sleep issues. It calms the nervous system, balances hormones. You want to break it. You want to get the fresh nutmeg, not one that's broken already, not the powder, fresh one, and then you're going to break it. So this one I'm making for myself. I'm not going to be using the Hour of the Moon. I'm not going to make it for Alchemy, obviously, because we're Saturday, but I'm still going to use the effect. But for you, if you want to make it using the alchemical, make it as an alchemical potion, we're going to go later on into how to make spagyric, which is, you know, essentially a very, very, very potent form of potion, which includes ash and salt. It's a calcination process, but you know, it's very difficult to show. But you know, I'll try to figure a way out how to show you how to make spagyric. But let me break this nutmeg and tell you about it. So it's a mood lifter. It releases serotonin in your brain, so that's the happy chemical, and it increases estrogen in women. It acts as an antidepressant. It works as an adaptogen, has a sedative effect, and relieves stress and anxiety. Do you remember? It can be quite strong. So, whoa, that went flying. So be mindful of, I'll talk about dosage last part, but yeah, so that's one. This one's about 600 milliliter jar. I'm gonna put 3 nutmeg, why not? It's got cytoactive compound and it's got all the good stuff. This stuff can be really powerful. It can literally sedate you. Like, you could fall into a coma almost. So be careful with this. It will knock you out. Obviously, dosage is important. So, actually, maybe I should crush that more. Help release it. Yes. Yeah, nice. I'll save these. And we're also going to add asafoetida, devil's dung, because as we said earlier before, it's very good with brain protection, and it helps with sleep, nervous problem, and obviously it's all like to help the mind, so that's good. Next thing is blue lotus. Blue lotus from Egypt. Egyptian blue lotus. Don't know if you guys can see, but okay. The blue lotus is also psychoactive. It's releases a happy, euphoric type chemical because of the apomorphin, and the nuciferin helps with sleep and to calm your mind, and it's also got atropine in it. Helps with lucid dreaming, euphoria, sleep aid, calms the nervous system, increases dopamine to relieve stress, and is an anxiety relief. So for the blue lotus, you want to break the leaf, bruise the leaf as much as you can, so you can release the good stuff. The root is the middle part is quite strong. You can ground it if you like, but I don't see the necessity in grounding it. My fingers work just as well for breaking it down into pieces. So that's the blue lotus. Adding quite a few bits of that. Euphoria. Who doesn't want a good you know, mood lifter and calmness and having a nice lucid dreaming ascension type experience? Yeah, everyone wants euphoria. And it calms, it really is a good sedative, really calms the mind, so that's good for anxiety. So that's why I'm adding quite a bit in it. And also, you know, if I want to get answers, you know, lucid dreaming and calm myself from stress or sorry, I can't think and do things at the same time, but I'm trying, so hope I'm doing a okay job at least. But yeah, it's very, very powerful. The ancient Egyptian used it a lot in red wine for that euphoric MDMA. That's what is it? Ecstasy effect. See, the middle part is pretty hard. You could ground that. Maybe I'll try grounding that. Wow, that's hard. Right. Okay. So we've got asafoetida, nutmeg. This. Oh yes, verbena. Verbena is a pretty amazing herb. It's got glycoside verbenalin. It improves the nerve cells, improves brain damage, promotes development of new blood cells. Yes, in the brain. So if your brain is damaged, yeah, it can repair it. So this is a dry herb, so you want to crush it with your fingers or in the mortar, but I'm just gonna use my nails and my finger to do that. My hands are clean, so yeah, it improves, promotes development of new blood cells in the brain, which then supplies it with oxygen, and it improves the mitochondrial function, which is in charge of energy productions in your cell, and they need oxygen to be able to do that. So verbena is very, very good for that. Verbena helps you sleep, reduces anxiety. It's an antidepressant, boosts mood. I've put quite a lot of verbena in this one. So yeah, reduce anxiety. It's got a sedative effect. It's a nerve tonic. In fact, some studies compare it to amoxicillin. No, that it performed better than amoxicillin, the antibiotic. And diazepam. Oh, yeah, sorry. Diazepam is the anti-anxiety drug. It's better than that, in my opinion. It offers protection against antibiotic-resistant bacteria and fungi. In fact, it was tested for 24 different strains, and yeah, it was quite interesting, quite good. Helps insomnia by calming the mind, and depression. Has some psychoactive properties as well. You see how many psychoactive herbs we're using here? So that's what calms the mind. And it affects the central nervous system and adrenal gland, which is what produces stress hormones. So you don't have to have stress. You take some of this stuff and you're good. You're flying. Flying. This is not for children. This is not for pregnant people. This is not for people who are on medication. If you're on medication, please consult with your medical practitioner before, doing any of this. Okay, always consult with your medical practitioner before taking any herbal remedies, especially powerful ones like this. And also, if you've got a child and you're breastfeeding, also consult your practitioner. And if you've got any allergies, that's why you need to check with your medical practitioner before any of that, consuming any of this stuff. Like I said, this is for educational purposes only. If you choose to make this is at your own risk. Okay, so that's the vein. what have we got? Have I put on? Oh no, there's 2 more herbs. We've got sage. Yeah, sage. Got dry garden sage. Sage improves brain function, improves mood, helps you get that feeling of calmness, increases happiness level, serotonin, helps to treat anxiety, it improves the focus. So if you've got ADHD and that sort of thing, it helps improve focus. So how amazing is it that you can be calm and relaxed, but still be able to focus? Good stuff, right? Yeah, I mentioned treats anxiety, improves focus, helps improve comfort in ladies who are menstruating. It reduces the pain level. So yeah, like the other one, bruise the leaves, the dry leaves, break it down as much as you can with your fingers. And you want to be doing this on the moon hour on a Monday, so you can derive the best alchemical effect. Like I said, I'm doing it just for its effect. This one doesn't become alchemical. That is just as strong. Okay, so I've got my herbs, and then the last one is lavender. I didn't put too much lavender because I don't want to overwhelm the lavender. Lavender calms the brain. You want to break this lavender. I'm gonna ground it. Lavender calms the brain, improves sleep or insomnia, improves your mood. It's an anti-anxiety, anti-depression. You want to... Oh wow, that smells so nice. When you're grounding this, you're releasing... Oh wow, that smell. It's so amazing. It's so nice. I already feel calm. I'm ready for sleep. I'm joking. Maybe not joking. Oh, the smell. When you are crushing this, guys, you're gonna know what I mean. This is absolutely... Oh, wow. Beautiful. Okay, so that was the last ingredient. Then you want to take your 80 proof vodka and you start pouring slowly, just to make sure that all the herbs are absorbing the alcohol. Keep pouring the vodka. And we're gonna fill it to the top. And I guess I'll use the spoon. Push it in, just mix it in with your, maybe a chopstick or a long spoon. Make sure all the herbs have absorbed the or covered by the alcohol, because if any one of it sticks out, it's going to mold. Then you want to take your greaseproof paper, because you don't want it to corrode. If I know where the thing is, yeah, corrode metal or the whatever BPAs in plastic. You don't want that crap. Oh, sorry. Make sure that you seal it tight, and then you want to shake it vigorously. Oh no, it's leaking. Oh, it's probably the cap that's not very good. Might need to change the cap at some point. Shake vigorously as much as you can. And you're going to be doing this shaking every day for the next 2 months. Or you could do it for like a month only if you want. And put it in a cool, dry place, somewhere warm. And every day at the hour of the moon, it's 4 hours of the moon, the first 3 hours of the moon, shake it as much as you can and put it in. Put it back. Then once these are ready, after the 2 months period or the 40-day period, up to you, you're going to put it in a amber glass bottle, and you're going to strain it using cheesecloth or coffee filter paper, or I use a linen cloth specifically for that. And you're going to strain the juice, all the herbs. You're gonna press it out into a clean glass beaker like this, right? Press the juice out, and then that juice, that tincture, a potion, you're gonna pour it into this bottle, and then this bottle will have a dropper. Oh, my dropper fell in. Oh no, my dropper fell in. Never mind. So your dropper will be something like this, and the typical dosage is between 20 to 30 drops 3 times a day. But it's really up to you how you feel when you take it. So that really depends. If it's too strong, then reduce the dosage. If it's not strong enough, then you could, I think sometimes it can be increased up to 60 drop a day, broken down to 3 times a day. And you want to either take it sublingually, which is underneath your tongue, or you can put it in water, like in a small glass shot, put the drops in there and then take the shot, divide it 3 times a day. And with all herbs, it's important to take a break from it. So don't just keep taking your herb like every day. Yeah, it's great, it's good, like it will help your immune system and whatnot, and will help relieve your anxiety. But you know, for the herb to keep working, you want to take a break of like 2-3 days every 2 weeks, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to get rid of this stuff and believe Urians, if she's still here.
Yes, I am all the time here. I was actually
Great.
looking for something, but yes, I am here and I might start with my one. As you might notice, I am already having some prepared things here. And usually I am also calling one spirit. I am going to activate his sigil, so just give me a moment. He doesn't like me sharing his sigil, so you will not see the sigil itself. But he should be already around us. And I will explain. My spell is connected with the wealth for now, and that's why I prepared my yarn, as you might see, to be golden. There are 2 colors which you might use for the spells related to the wealth in general. The first one is yellow, and the second one is green. Why yellow? Because yellow is connected with the element of the earth, with seeds growing and everything like that. In past, there was not exactly money. We're exchanging things like we're exchanging food or material or something like that. Usually, it was the food. That's why the color of the wealth is connected with yellow, because this was what we're exchanging to make the flour, to make the bread, and have the food. So this is exactly why this color is more actually popular than green. Green came later with money and actually the way we are making money. So we are having the yellow one. As you may notice probably or not, here is a little circle of coins. This is also connected to the spirit. I am actually going to ask for the help, or I already asked for the help. The jar in general should be prepared before. I am not going to show that on live, but I was preparing it before, like cleansing it inside, outside, with the incense and the salt, and that's already prepared. And I am going to use one thing for that. This is my protection oil, which I made, and I'm not going to go into what is inside, but I want to use a few drops of the mixture here because it's actually going to help us protect the wealth, and that's what I want to do, and spread this oil energy inside of it. There are several things you might be actually adding into it. This one is another mixture of mine. This is the dragon's blood oil, which is also working for protection and wealth. And these two are actually the most important here to protect what we're doing, protect our spell in general. So the next thing I am going to add is my little request for the wealth, which I've written in green actually crayon, because it's going to help with the color. As I said, we can using the green or the yellow. The yellow here is going to be not visible on the paper, so I use the green. And I'm also going to use two sigils. And the first sigil is actually taken from the demonic language, it's connected to wealth. The second one is connected to the Jupiter, because Jupiter is connected to the ruling, to the kingship, to the wealth, and empowering everything. So this is why we're focusing on Jupiter here. And we should be doing this spell on the Thursday, especially on the hour of Jupiter, if you want to work with the wealth on its own. And there are several things which might be actually connected to the wealth itself. And there is way more than this what I already prepared here. But there are two kinds of the year spells. The first one, which is protecting from enemies, is actually bringing some sort of an negative energy, protecting from the negative energy, and is using usually is using the vinegar, or there's another one which is using honey, and this one is for attracting things. So we're going to attract things with a little piece of honey, which I am collecting here. It doesn't matter which kind of honey it is, you can use any. If it's liquid it will be perfect, but my one is actually staying a little too long in cold and it's not liquid anymore, but we're adding it to the jar. You might be actually adding, if you have the liquid one, you can simply pour it over everything here. And we have so many things here what we want to add, as you might see. There's a little thing I prepared. It's a rune. This is a Fehu rune. This is the rune connected to the abundance, wealth, and positivity. It's the first one in the runic Nordic alphabet, and I actually made it from the glue here on a little piece of wood. But the wood itself is also connecting to the earth element. And something you need to always remember when doing this kind of the spells, that wealth is connected to the earth element. It's not connected to the fire, even though creativity might be seen as a fire element or creating something from nothing, but growing and growth in general is connected to the earth element. As I mentioned before, we're actually seeing the earth as a giver of food, and that's what was actually important for us in past. This is why we're going to use it. And here we have a bag of rice. I am going to open it. And rice is also connected to the earth element. We can be using something else here if you wish. It's okay. I am just going to go Like this. Let's move it. You can go ahead with all of that, but I don't think it's needed. I think the little piece of it is actually going to be okay. We're already having many things inside, as you might see. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I hope you do. And we want to attract wealth. So the most important thing for the wealth is actually coins. You might need a few coins to throw into your year in order to actually attract more of that. Something which is also very, very useful is buy leaves. Buy leaves are very useful for any kind of spells. They are really useful for so many things, not only attracting but also cleansing or manifesting things and stuff like that. I'm going to use here all my bay leaves. We have also a chestnut. This is something I was collected before. The chestnut is connected with the love and positivity, and that's why I want it in my yard. It's not exactly the abundance like the rice or the bay, but it's also something I want to attract. I want money to actually love me and being nice for me. So that's why. You might be also in need to add a little bit of sage. And here's the sage. This is helping to manifest your wishes. So sage is helping you manifest wishes of any kind. And I have sage mixed with tea because tea is also something which is helping you with working with money in general. So I'm going to add it here. You can also add some sunflower seeds or sunflower in general. It doesn't matter exactly which sort of which part of it you are going to use, because the sunflower is connected to the energy of the sun, of energy of happiness, fire, and also is bringing positive energy into this. So we're going to using a little sunflower. You might be using the almonds. I didn't have almonds around myself today, so it's not going to work for me. And I'm also going to use a little piece of oak leaf. They are dry because I dried them before. In winter it's really hard to collect any leaves, and the, they are connected to wisdom and also connected to the knowledge of any sort. So you might be actually attracting some sort of a knowledge for your spell here. There's also a little piece I want to use, and that is a magnetite. Magnetite is, as the name suggests, attracting more things into your own working. It's also attracting much of the money and much of love in general, because it's used usually for love spells too. So that's something we want to use here. But I am sure you see that we're having many things here, and we are going with rosemary. Rosemary is something I'm using on my own. It's not exactly something for the abundance, but I like to use rosemary and thyme for many spells, even if they are not exactly officially working or should be used in the spells. But rosemary in general is going to attract fairies, and fairies are very helpful with any sort of an abundance working. This is the rosemary oil. I am also going to add a little bit for the smell. I love the smell of it. And what else we can use here? We could be using the basil, but I don't really have it here. We're going to use a saffron. The saffron is something which is very hard to get. It's very expensive, and it's also connected to the wealth, exactly because of that. You don't need much of the saffron. It's usually more symbolic to actually have it here. Like I mentioned, the saffron is something which is very hard to collect in general. So using it here might actually attract more wealth for you. This is something we like to do, want to do. What else we have here? We have here some dry flowers again, connected to the wealth and luck. We want to use them here for this exactly working. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name in English for this flower. I was collecting them on my own, so it's something which is good. And something really useful for any sort of spells is a little piece of moss. It doesn't matter which one, because any moss will do with manifesting your wishes, with manifesting your abundance and everything like that. You don't need much of it, and be sure that you don't take too much from the forest if you are going to the forest for it, because usually it's something which is very hard to get. We are going to use a little piece of rose. The rose is connected with the wealth, but it's also connected to the not only wealth but also love and healing. And actually that's something I want to use here to attract both of it. You don't need all of the rose here. It's not needed. And as you see, I have another one here to actually prepare for it. The best would be yellow rose here for the wealth, which is very good one. And what else we have here? 1 second. You could be also using anise, and that's for the protection purpose. I'm gonna see where it is, because I have many things placed here on the side. So just give me a second, I need to select this properly. I can smell it because it's not that easy to don't notice it. The anise have specific smell. Okay, I have pieces of it. My anise broke exactly, but I have pieces like that here, so I'm just going to throw it inside. If you want to also attract wealth, you can add something what in your meaning is actually representing the wealth. So anything green or yellow or actually ring or something like that will do too. I am going to use a little shiny things like this hearts. I'm not sure if you can see. They are literally shining, and they are also in the same color, which should be here. I'm just going to add them here because that's the best way here. If you want to work with the wealth, you might be also adding apples, which will bring more energy. You might be adding the lavender, but I don't have lavender here for now, which brings happiness. It can be also adding mint, because mint is connected to wealth. Oaks are also connected to the luck, not only to the knowledge, but also to the luck. And you can also add mastics, which is helping you with manifestation. So all of that, which is given in your jar, should be shaken a little bit. Here you are placing the top. And in original spell, if you want to do that, you might be placing a golden on the green candle over here. and let it burn while you are meditating with your intention. This is what is happening for the spells related to the love. I am not going to exactly meditate. I'm just going to push my wish into this year, asking my spirit to help me with that. So just give me a second for doing it. You might be also painting on the top. Well, it's not here, but on the top you might be painting your sigil, or you might be painting a rune connected to the wealth if you want to. And you might be also trying to add anything inside of it. There's pretty much of things which corresponds to the wealth on its own. So whatever you want to use, it's going to be fine. It's with spells in general, I believe that you should be following your own intuition. So even if something doesn't fit in the spell, it doesn't mean you can't use it. You can use it if your intuition is just saying you to do so. It's like with the rosemary and thyme for me. This is something should be connected with the fairies or the young energy and in general into beauty. But I am using it for any kind of spells because I am also asking fairies which are around me to help me with any sort of working, and they are usually very happy to do so. So this is something you might be also going to do. And you can be reciting any sort of a spell if you wish. I got one from my deck, the mana spells. So if you want, you can actually meditate and try to place the candle over here. And once you are finished with the meditation, just simply say, "This is offering I make as my blessing to all, greatest of gods, Lord Jove of the sky. From you all heaven's gifts do fall. Most generous of all, you never deny. To you I am grateful, so mote it be." This is the one for the Jupiter. You can also do your own version of that. That's something anyone can do. It's not really hard. Just simply focus on your intention and try to explain the universe why you need it, why you want to have it, or what you want to have. It's also something useful. You might be also using the citrine as a stone, not only magnetite, but also the citrine, which is connected to the wealth, which is yellow and which is very useful crystal to have in general. I have one which I am currently working with, but I am not going to sacrifice it for a spell for now, so that's why the magnetite should do. And what else? You should be doing that on Thursday because this is the time connected to the Jupiter. As I mentioned, the planet is connected to the wealth, rulers, kingship, and any sort of an energy like that. That's the perfect time to actually work on the money spells. You might be also trying to um, ask the Jinn Kings if they want to help you. This is something I personally notice is very helpful and which is also working. It was working pretty nicely when I was working with them in past. Not only on the wealth in general. They were very friendly to actually work with, but before you're going to actually do that, please read about them, go with the proper version of actually ritual. Don't try to cute it off or doing something like that because this is offensive for them. And trust me, you don't want to offend them. They are usually not that friendly if you're annoying, so that's not something you want to push. But they are very strong and very helpful if you are going to actually work with the money or with them in general or on any purpose. They are very nice to manifest money because they can literally move monies from one place to another. So yes, they can steal money from somebody else and give them to you. This is how they are operating in general. So that might be also something very funny to do. If you want to actually work more with the wolf, you might be also connecting with the specific sigil spirits which are connected to the wolf. As I mentioned, I am using one which I am personally connected to, which is one of the demon kings, but he doesn't like to work with humans. He usually chooses with whom he wants to work, so that's why I am not mentioning him. But if you are looking for a spirit connected to wealth, you might be looking to the Goetia. There are several spirits like that. You might be asking King Paimon, you might be asking Ban, you might be asking the Vala or Zagan for help. They are usually very happy to help, and they are usually also very friendly to humans, so they are not that evil as they are represented. And they are also making pretty much of offers, and it's easy to work with them on the wealth itself. It's not that bad. Also, when you are doing this sort of a spell, you might be also noticing that you want to meditate upon that. You want to meditate why your spell is working or isn't working, um, and you want to attract this positive energy in general to yourself. Try to actually focus on yourself, your aura, and attract this wealth to yourself using this energy you are having in this year to yourself. Something which is also important when you are doing this sort of spell is that you might be adding every single day a little something inside of your. So if you're having it made today, tomorrow you will be adding one more coin and shaking it every time you are shaking it to release this energy again, and then simply place it again, lock it, and the next day again and again and again until your wealth is manifest. Or if you want to keep it doing, just keep it doing. It doesn't really matter like that. You might be also, as I mentioned, adding some things which are showing that this is well for you. So any sort of rings or jewelry or something you're not wearing anymore, or something you want to actually attract, anything which represents wealth. This is why I was adding this little golden hearts. This should represent that I am actually loving the wealth, that I want that wealth, and things like that. Okay, what else about the wolf? I suppose that's everything for now, but I have one more thing I want to actually show you. This one might not include herbs, but it's also connected to the healing. I am going to show you the made version already because I was using that for myself. This looks simple, very simple. It's like a bread, and you're having 4 colors: the green for the earth element, the red for the fire, the dark blue for water, and the light blue for the air element. I didn't had any other for the air element. This one is helping you with balancing yourself. It's very, very simple. You're literally focusing on the elements and focusing on feeling them in your body while actually making this just one to another to another to another. And in meantime, I wanted to balance my elements. So as I wanted to balance the elements, I have too much of fire. This is why my fire line is very short, because it's ending here. And I wanted to actually bring some more energy to myself to ground myself and then cleanse myself and stay in balance. That is why they are ending like that. So the first time I was focusing on my energy of the air, of the fire, and the other elements, trying to feel them inside of myself, trying to actually get a hold of them, and then trying to make them connected to one another. When you are making elements connected to one another, it's also helping you to not only balance them but also have them on similar level, and that's what is important. So they are not going to be like one is too strong, too much strong, the other one is not, or something like that. So this sort of an work is also helping you to heal, because when your elements are out of the balance, you might be getting like too many actually behaviors. Like you might be feeling pain, or you might be getting a fever, or you might be feeling negatively in general when your fire element is out of balance. I am pretty sure Grim Reaper knows something about that. If your water element is out of the balance, you might be getting depressed, or you might be actually feeling like you're crying or not belonging, and so on. So if you want to actually heal yourself, you might balance your elements. And this fall, as I mentioned, was simple. And in meantime, when I was making these knots and the braid in self, I was also making a spell, not even a spell, because I was literally saying what I want my elements to be. I want my fire to be strong, but I don't want it to be out of the control. I want my water energy to heal me and help me dealing with things and cleanse me. But again, I don't want it out of the control. I want my air element be stronger, because I personally have problems with the air element. So I want it to be stronger to give me much of the knowledge and openness for others and for communication with them. And on the same time, I want my earth element to be stronger, because I tend to ignore it, but it's giving me some sort of instability, and it's also helping me to actually balance everything inside of myself. It's helping balance my physical life and my spiritual life. So this is something I wanted to actually achieve while doing it. And I was also doing a little notes on the way here. You might not see it, but each time I actually felt like I am very close to manifesting that, I was making the little notes on it to make it stronger, to strengthen the connection. There should be something like 6 knots over this. You might not see them, but they are there. Don't worry, they are here. And it's not even spell which requires pretty much of talk or something like that. It doesn't really. You're simply focusing on what you want and feeling these elements inside of yourself. So that's the most important part here if you want to. And I guess that's a very, very useful one for actually self-healing at some point and self-balancing, because as I mentioned, balance is connected to your healing. So if you want to heal, you need to balance. It's not working otherwise. And yeah, I suppose that was my spell, but I am going to grab one more thing and show you, because I just gotten one more idea. If you don't feel like making a jar or it's too big for you, you might be also getting with a little bag. It's not as cute because, yeah, it was one of my first bags, but you can make me a mojo bag, which would help you also with the wealth. The idea of making the bag like that is very, very simple here. It's almost similar to the jar. You just need to make a little sachet where you place the items instead of the jar. Obviously, you're not adding much of the honey here, or you're not adding much of this oils because it's not gonna hold. And the idea of that is to actually take this and um, hold it in your pocket always. So you're always having it with yourself. You are not removing it. And I remember when I made my first one, and I suppose that's the first one, I was making it and then simply staying on meditation. It was lying on my desk and I was in the meditation, and when I finished it was not there. And I was mad because somebody took it and I was alone in home, so no one could just take it away of me. So it was a spirit and I was annoyed, but okay, I made my second one looking similar to that one. And I was meditating, having it in my head, and when I opened my eyes and opened my head, it was again not there. So then I was like, okay, I am just gonna leave it be. It's not gonna work. Somebody definitely needs my bags, and I don't know why. And then at the evening, when I was actually meditating, some spirits, I don't remember who exactly, told me that the fairies took it. This is why now for this pass I am actually adding something for the fairies to attract them. And okay, I was like, okay, if they took it, I'm just gonna ask why they took it on the first place. And I summoned a fairy, I asked a fairy why they took it, and the answer was because there was so much energy in it, which was pure, that we wanted to release it right now so we can help you get this energy back and get what you want. But we needed to actually take it clear as it was to actually release it. So that is why I usually don't make them packs, because they keeps taking it off for the same reason every time I do them. Doesn't matter what kind of the spell I am actually doing. So it's like at some point you even want the fairies to do that, because it's like they are taking out the energy of these items in the bag or in the jar and releasing it at once, so you can actually manifest something positive for yourself. That's how it's working for me personally. It's pretty good one, I suppose. But again, you just need to attract them first, so they will be doing that for you. So that spells were very simple, and as I mentioned, you can use this technique for anything. It doesn't have to be the wealth. You can use it for love spell or the healing spell or anything, even balance spells. It's like you just need to look for the proper correspondences. They can be found online, so there is no need to actually digging too much of it, and simply either making a bag like that or simply adding everything into the jar. You don't have to color your jar. I obviously do that, so it's looking better in general, but you can just use the normal transparent jar and simply use it to manifest things. Now the jar is gonna stay on my altar here together with this bag, and every day you have to shake it and add something more in to actually attract. And in the circle here is gonna light the sigil for the spirit. Okay, I suppose that's everything from me, I guess. Anki, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
I had to do a lot of clearing, including changing pots. I had to put it in a huge pot because the cover wasn't good for the other one. But it's all good. It's all good. So how's everyone doing? Hope you guys can make use of it, of the spell and potions. One thing I wanted to mention is for the moon anti-anxiety, increasing happiness, removing stress potion. do use Azrael's sigil, because Azrael is very good with removing how to say emotional blockages, anxiety, all things to do with the mind and emotions. So what you want to do, as I showed earlier, was you want to put, that's if you want to work with Solomonic magic together with your alchemy, is to put L, then find the sigil for the moon, right? You draw the sigil for the moon. You want to do that in pale blue or silver in color, like Mars in red. And at the bottom, you want to find the sigil for Azrael and draw the sigil for Azrael. And then every Monday, you shake. Well, not every Monday, every day at the hour of the moon, you shake away the jar.
Okay, I suppose we are starting with the readings then.
Well, we're gonna do giveaway, and then if anyone wants to donate, we can do the reading for them. We will do 2 giveaways.
I guess we have 2 persons who followed, and they are the new followers. So
yeah, we have a new process now. When you follow ex-follower, new follower, you get a giveaway reading if you are active on the stream, and yeah, then you can benefit from the reading. So anyone can win it, whether you are an existing follower or a new follower. We're making it equal for everyone.
okay, so I think we can go with the giveaway. We had 2 persons joining the queue on the start.
Yeah, let me roll roll away.
And both when they chosen readers ended up with me. So
Okay, perfect. So let's roll. Grim Reaper. And the second one. Three Dog.
Frida, you are already in the queue, and please tell me your question. You didn't tell me your question. And Grim Reaper, you might need to choose reader comment first and write your question.
Well, the reader were both Urians initially. Should we just not leave it like that?
Can, unless you want to have a chance of doing reading too.
I'm okay for now. I'm okay for now.
Okay, yes, Frida, you can have any sort of a question. I guess, except the one asking when you are going to die, because that's not something I'm going to answer. But you can ask any question, and I am going to use either Oracle or Tar to actually do it. And Grim Reaper, you can also ask your question. So. Just give me your questions. Boys, give me your questions.
Yeah, three dog. Just write your question, whatever question you want to ask.
Okay, Grim Reaper, I'm going to start with you. As I promised today, every reading have also a healing one. So obstacles. Actually going quite nicely with the topic for today, for the inner healing. Okay,
There's this girl I met, and I'd like to know what she is to me.
I am starting with the Grim Reaper. He wrote the questions first. But don't worry, I will do that one too. I don't know why, but always I am taking this deck upside down for some reason. And the last one. And yes, Oracle reading is also on the cards. It's like Tarot have the same cards. Doesn't matter which deck it is or how they look like. The Oracle have specific purpose or specific topics they are actually working with. So that's the difference. And usually the tarots have exactly the same match of the cards, while oracles can have any option for that. It's like I have oracle we have 26 cards, or one will have 85 or something like that. It doesn't really matter. What matters with oracle is that they are actually having specific topics. And okay, Grim Reaper. When I am asking about your self-healing, there are three things for you. Entrapment, temptation, and family and tribe. These are the three cards connected to the self-healing. Literally, this is coming from the Heal Yourself deck. So the first one, entrapment. So there is some sort of unbelief which you are feeling are actually trapping you inside and which are actually blocking you from moving forward. So if you feel like you are not healing, it's because you're stuck in some sort of a trap. Something is blocking you. You need to find out what it is. And on the same time, this blocking stuff is also tempting you. It's like you don't want to leave it or move on from it because it's very tempting. It's something you enjoy and something you actually are doing, and you need to find this temptation. Whatever is tempting you is causing your blockages and trapping you inside. And that also might do something with your family, or I'm not sure if that's a human, it's more feeling like an astral family. This is the card of family and tribe, so connection with the other people in your life are actually something what might be important to actually face. So all of that is affecting you. When I am trying to look for the archetypes connected with that, the entrapment is going with the Thanatos. So it's at some point connected with the death and actually um, reborning at some point. The Thanatos is god of the death, but he is the guide of the dead. He's the one who is actually taking the soul down the Hades. So if you want to work with this energy, the energy of the guide of the souls, that might be something which is also entrapping you. At the same time, we're getting the bardo. The bardo is energy of just before dying. This is this moment just before dying. So again, we're getting the energy of the death and the underworld here. So this one is actually something you might need to face pretty much of it. Like it's tempting energy for you, but it's also trapping you into some sort of unbelief or about the underworld, about the death and so on. There is also the flame. The flame card is literally speaking of the fire, but it's also speaking about the being the guide, some sort of inflaming the path before you, not even for yourself, but sometimes also for the others. Like, uh, it makes me feel like Hecate, for example. She's the giver of the flame. She's following. She's giving the flame for the others so they can follow in the darkness. So this sort of an energy is coming here. This is something which might be important to face, to work on, and then face these temptations at some point. When I am looking for the soul truth card, is the first question coming here is, to whom am I comparing myself right now? So this is something you might be actually answering on your own. So are you comparing yourself, what you want to be, whom you want to be, instead of actually being yourself and simply doing what you feel is right for you, not for the others? You're comparing yourself constantly, and it's some sort on also blocking you, because this card is coming here with this entrapment and this thanatos. So uh, in this way, these cards are like trapping you, and this belief that you have to be like everyone else is also trapping you and not letting you to be reborn. On the same time, you have these temptations connected with that death energy in general. And this question here is coming to, how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? So you might need to actually work on both of that. Energies of self-love, energies of compassion, but also energies of comparing yourself. Maybe you feel like you're not enough uh, for something. Maybe you feel like you need to actually be better because others are better or something like that. It's not truth here. It's something what might need to die. Like literally, these beliefs need to die, and you might need to be reborn with your family, with the flame you are carrying. And when I am looking how you can do that, I am getting energy of vibration, literally vibration. You need to raise your vibration. At this point, you need to try to find your original vibration. You need to connect with actually vibrating in general, with the way how your energy is speaking, what it is speaking on the first place, because that is also something very important. Your energy is speaking, and you need to actually find what it is speaking about. So what your energy wants. Okay, I dropped my deck. I am sorry. I wanted to pull you one more card, but it seems that this deck doesn't want to come on at some point. Uh, because I wanted to look for the energy oracle, but it's under the desk. I am not able to take it off for now. So you need to find your vibration, your original soul family vibration, and look for the flame inside of yourself. Find this spark which is bringing you some joy, and whatever it is, find more compassion for yourself. And one more card I was getting, this is from the other oracle. This is the Pink Lotus Fairy, which is literally saying it's time for a spirit. So this is the card for you. Time for a spirit, time for yourself. And when you are focusing on it, it's like you need to actually calm yourself, relax, and focus on the self-love and self-acceptance. Again, this is coming again, like self-love and acceptance. And you might feel you might try to focus on your connection with everything, with yourself, with others, with what you feel is right or what you feel is good for you. This is what this card is speaking about. There is universal love. There is also receiving this love for yourself. It's time to take a class, course, or new program for yourself. Try to be welcome. Try to find any form of activity which is actually speaking to your heart. And you need also to actually find some time to correct your relationship with others, but on the same time you should be focusing on your relationship with your soul, most importantly. That is like something which is very important here. So if you want to go into the self-healing, I suppose this will be a good start here, to remove the blockages which are actually affecting you in general. And the last thing for today, because I promise that every reading today is going to get a healing spell. So you're all getting a healing spell from me. Elemental magic, wind. I'm going to read it. Wind is a harbinger of change. The west wind is especially potent for healing, while the south wind is known to bring the new beginning. You can carry this powerful instrument with you wherever you go by capturing the wind in a white cloth bag. While standing facing the wind, say this spell. Brother wind around as you blow. All of that is sad in this life with you go. After the storm, I stand in the rain. I thank you for now, for all that I gain. With harm to none, this spell is begun. Tie the bag with a blue ribbon. Whenever you want to see a situation that could use a change for the better, you can pour forth some of the winds of the positive change. I suppose that might be actually something for you to work with the wind element, to try to focus on this flame inside yourself, to your self-love, self-acceptance, and that is going to help you move forward with your self-healing and self-working. Remember, I hope that one helps you. And if you have any questions, that's also something you can ask now. Okay, and don't worry, Free Dog, I am going to check your question too. It's just going to start right now, so don't
So
worry.
we have a donation, Urians for Mystic Man. So after you do this one, I'll do the read for them, and then, sorry, but you'll have to shuffle again.
If you have already prepared the cards, you can start, because I will need a moment to actually do
I
it.
haven't finished. I'm still shuffling.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry guys, just bear with us. We're trying to manage. Normally there's 3 of us, but tonight there's only 2 of us.
Don't worry, just give me a second. I need to take my blanket because it's kind of hot here. Okay, so you want to know the connection to that girl. Okay. Let's see what my cards have to say about that. And thank you for understanding, Mystic Man. I'm just going to do that right, and then starting with yours. Okay, the connection with that girl. Mm.
I hope you guys can hear the music at least. Can you hear the music? Or thanks for understanding, Mystic Man. That's very kind of you. I'm pulling a lot of cards for you, so hopefully that makes up for it. I am doing the energy around you, as well as I've pulled your sort of psychic sort of love, a heart tarot. So it's to do with a relationship around you, but it looks at deeper things, including, you know, chakras and all that stuff, as well as the energy. I picked a guidance card for you, some tarot, as well as some astrological influences, and I'm going to pick some healing card and self-care card for you. So hopefully that compensates for your weight.
Okay, you reminded me that I have one more deck to try.
Yes, I forgot to mention I have new decks. So I might need the book for some of these new cards. The Energy Oracle, the Psychic Heart Tarot, and the Astro something? I don't know. Astro Code. No, Star Code Astro. So yes. So
Not only but okay. Pretty dog. I suppose I'm ready with your reading. Well, I was asking on the first about the emotions here. So we are getting that she's supposed to bring some sort of a change. If you are asking about if she's your soulmate or your twin flame, it didn't came up in the reading, honestly. But she's supposed to bring some sort of a change for you, and it's something would have to do with your life purpose. She likes you. There is some flirting energy, but that isn't going to be in the romance in general. It's going to be some sort of an energy which is bringing the broken heart into the healing. So whatever is happening between both of you, it's more triggering some sort of a healing for both of you. There's energy which is also making you both like one another, but there is not a change for some sort of romance or something like that. She was still like a friend most likely, but she's going to actually trigger something in your life. And the card suggestion is to spend quality time together, forgive, and be authentic. So these are 3 cards from the love deck, which are literally making me feel like you met one another in other lifetime too. I am getting from the astrology deck the life purpose. So she is triggering something related to your life purpose, some sort of a change. Makes me feel like she might be actually your soul family or soul group, like the people who are often reincarnating with you in general to actually help you face the lessons, and you're helping them. She might be somebody like that, but she's not exactly related or having any strong connection to you in general. You might be also reincarnating together in other lifetimes. So this is why there is something like spend quality time together. This will help you to actually trigger this change and trigger this healing you both need at this point. So you need to spend some time together, be authentic during this time, because once you are actually being authentic, this energy can go freely, and which can actually show up in general. So you need to be real and show the real you. But on the same time, there is also forgiveness. So whatever happened between you two in past or in the past life, it might trigger something negative, and this, I suppose, is why the broken heart is also coming here as a card that needs some sort of unforgiveness. You're going to work on this karmic energy for you both, and that's what's the most important here. When I am looking into karmic cards, it's saying who you are, your desires, your actions. So this is the first house. This is connected to the earth as a planet, earth as a soul in general, and the physical realm. So that is also something important here. It will help you manifest your desires. It will bring much action for your life in general, but it also will change whom you are. It will connect you deeper with not only yourself, but also the soul purpose, which is coming over here. So the soul purpose is literally speaking of what you have to do and learn on the earth on the first place. And I was also getting two more cards from the same deck, and it's saying mind and the soul. So both of this needs to be balanced, needs to actually evolve, and needs some sort of an energy coming here. So I suppose that's what is connected with this last card, with this life purpose. You need to balance some sort of your mind and your soul together. You need to be actually open for everything here. And the last thing coming here is the healing spell. As I promised, all the deck are coming here. So there is no more spell, no more stress spell. When you are feeling unwell, stressed, and fatigued, or whenever you have a case of of blue, dose yourself with a teaspoon or a dropper of one of the following floral essence remedies. For anxiety, garlic, rosemary, aspen, periwinkle, lemon balm, white chestnut. Depression, borage, sunflower, larch, chamomile, geranium, yerba santa, black cocoa, lavender, and mustard. Exhaustion, aloe, yarrow, olive, and sweet chestnut. Lethargy, aloe, thyme, and peppermint. And distress, thyme, mistletoe, and the lemon balm. So this is your spell for you. Whatever is going to actually happen for both of you, you remember that remedies, so you can deal with this energy with the herbs. This is also what is important here. So I hope this answered your questions here about the girl. I hope it did. And okay, Anki, if you are ready, you can
Yep.
start.
I'm ready. I'm just trying to get understand my cards. Okay, Mystic Man, are you there? Are you there, Mystic Man? Hello, hello. Mystic Man, hello. He may not be there.
That would
Okay.
be bad.
He donated left. Well, I guess I'll just do the read whilst he's not there. Oh, you're there. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to start with a tarot. What I'm seeing at the moment is the first card is the Nine of Swords. So you're very much in your mind. You're very anxious or a little bit depressed. You're not feeling good, especially mentally. Things are replaying in your mind. Sleeping is just difficult. There's a lot of things on your mind, and it's keeping you up at night. And I feel, there's so many messages here, but, we have the Queen in reverse, and I feel this is to do with some mistrust, fear, suspicion of a, this is, I believe, a woman in your life. She's coming up as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So perhaps, you know, yeah, there's some suspicion. Maybe she doesn't trust you. There's definitely mistrust there. There's fear. There's, you know, feelings that, you know, is not going to your plan, and I feel that's what's keeping you up at night, or maybe that's what's causing you these mental disturbances and stopping you from sleeping and causing this sort of depression. However, I see you getting back on your feet. Yeah, that guy's back on his feet and he's focused on his pentacle. He's focused on his work, and this work is in different, I mean, these other cards kind of are showing more details, and I'll go through them shortly. But it's working on your work, making things. This guy is making things with his hand. As you can see, he's crafting. So you're probably a master craftsman of some kind. You're an artist, something like that. And you know, he's very focused on that, and he is doing well. He's and that's going to help him, in fact, from these other energies. And I feel, you know, eventually this situation that you're having that's keeping you up at night, and I feel the worry is also to do with money. Yeah, definitely to do with money as well. Just, yeah, money, work, love, just about a lot of things in your life. However, I do see the Three of Cups, so I feel there's going to be some kind of celebration, getting together, happier times ahead. So, you know, things will be better. Now, there's a lot of influences, energetic influences around you. I'm going to go through them in the moment, but one from the Psychic Heart Tarot, I see challenging times. So that kind of matches with the Nine of Swords. And this is a new deck, so I'm not too familiar with it. So I'm going to read the challenging time. So this is about ego, conflict, challenges, and competition. So whoever you're dealing with, there's ego, conflict, challenges, and competition going on. It's saying human ego can be helpful when it provides us with a sense of self, value, and purpose. However, the ego can also lead to problems when it seeks to build itself up at the expense of others. Quarrelsome energies may be in the air at this time. You may find yourself either instigating disagreement or being pulled into them by others. Step back and examine the real issues behind the conflict. You may find that it's more about being right than it is about what is right. You may also find a relationship to be more challenging than usual, sensing an underlying power struggle, even though surface energies appear to be calm. Use your intuition and intellect to ascertain what's happening. While competition can be stimulating, it's disruptive to a relationship. You can avoid this by thinking before you speak or act, and by coming from a place of honesty and love. I feel that's a very powerful message here, and it is to do with this, all this problem that you're having can be resolved with this, the message from this card. You know, I feel very strongly it's connected to the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacle reversed. The next card that comes up is Trust. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this card. Give me a moment. Trust. Rejoice. The universe is looking out for you. Now it's time to trust that the path you're on is in fact the right one. Believe that whatever you desire concerning affairs of the heart can be manifested in the proper time and for your highest good. Trusting the universe takes courage, but it also removes the burden of doing it all on your own. When you feel alone in a situation, it can diminish your energy and desire to take action that will improve the situation. This card reminds you that you're not alone. It is also a reminder that positive energy is available to you to manifest what you truly desire. In addition to trust, this is a card of action and opportunity. Once we know that the universe has our back, we are free to take that all-important leap of faith and pursue our dream concerning affairs of the heart. Put aside any fear, disillusionment, frustration, hopelessness. Open your heart to what you desire. Do it now, with the carefree innocence you had as a child, and expect to receive what you need. Take steps to find love or to improve or strengthen a relationship. Take some risk and maintain an attitude of positive expectancy. Whether it's a relationship with another person or the relationship with yourself, now is the time to take action. Even a good relationship can be improved. What step can you take to achieve what you desire? So, with this trust card, I feel the challenge here is the ego conflict, maybe think before you act, and that sort of thing. Then next is a move. Move is like literally a very, very direct card. It's telling you to move. You got to move. And I feel this is to do with your work. Now is the time to be. I'll show you the card. Now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. Okay, so that's to do with relationship. The other ones were more work related. Now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. Take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate. This card is about action, action, action. If your current relationship is not moving in the direction you wish, do whatever is required to shift the direction. You're the master of your own destiny, and that includes your relationship. Don't wait for others to make the first move or set the tone of the relationship. Take charge. Creating and sustaining a good relationship requires discipline. It's not enough to be in a relationship. You must invest in it as well. Be present in and focus on the relationship. Give every relationship the opportunity and time that it needs and deserves to flourish and grow. Now is the time to focus on your needs and the needs of your partner. Make the effort to maintain healthy boundaries for yourself and to respect the boundaries of others. While rewarding relationships require effort, there must be a balanced effort from both partners. Perhaps it's time to examine your relationships. Are both partners putting forth equal effort to make the relationship work? Can't say the word. Are you comfortable with the amount of effort your relationship requires of you? If any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then perhaps it's time to move on. And then we have the energies around you. Oh no, sorry, you have the crown chakra as well. Crown chakra, that's interesting. So it's when I see that card, and that's because I've kind of had a quick read of the book. It's to do with you having a bit of a problem with your crown chakra, so you want to do some meditation on your crown. So here it is, crown chakra. So do meditation for your crown chakra with the seed mantra Om. The message is the crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To enhance this chakra, sit quietly and visualize a lotus bud on the top of your head. As the bud blossoms, see a shower of whitish violet sparkling light shining down from the universe onto the lotus, filling and nourishing it. When complete, simply let the vision fade. Expanding this chakra opens you to receiving the ultimate bliss, divine love. Take comfort in knowing that you are cherished. Beautiful messages. Now, these are the energy around you. Then I'm going to look at the planetary energy around you. So the energy card. So the first card is storm warning. I remember somebody else a few days ago who had a storm warning. And this person who received the storm warning was to do actually with the fact that it was to do with solar flares and geomagnetic storms. So mind you, that could be something to do with solar activity. But let's read it anyway. This card indicates a potential difficulty either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intention. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. And the affirmation is, I have the power to overcome any obstacle, no matter what is going on. I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. And the next card is, the next card is to do with the challenges, and it's a different deck, and it's to do with this Nine of Sword and the Queen of Pentacle reverse. Hostilities, yeah? These are different decks, you know, these are the energy around you. Hostility, I'll leave that here. Oh, maybe you can't see it. No. Well, anyway, hopefully you can see, probably not, but okay. And hostility is the card of 26. So, defense is up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. Well, that's obvious. When it comes up right, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. But whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. Affirmation: I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. So with the storm warning and hostilities, this is the current energy, and I think that's what's keeping you up at night. And then things get better, however, like I saw with the tarot. It's following very much with the tarot. There is, however, the third chakra. It's interesting because you have the crown chakra from one deck, and then the next deck, which is the energy oracle, you have the third chakra, which is the archangel Chamuel. So could it be that your third chakra and your crown chakra needs some work? I will read the message, however. But I feel, you might need to do some work on the upper chakras. Maybe you've been focusing a lot on the root area or sacral, solar plexus, and that sort of thing. This is about emotions of desire and life force energy. The powerful Archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra. Oh, sorry, it's not third eye, it's third chakra. Ah, okay. Right, I thought that was third eye. And the center of your life force energy. The issues here resolve around the emotion of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move forward towards the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. Like this. Focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Affirmation: my third chakra, or let's just call it solar plexus. Why couldn't they just say that? My solar plexus is open to its perfect, healthy state. I radiate a bright, vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all that I do. And then we have two very good cards in all matters, all areas of your life. I feel that is both for work and regarding the heart. You have cornucopia and then blossoming abundance. Both of these are like, abundance card, and this is to do with the Eight of Pentacle and this Three of Cups that I saw. I'll read the message because they look amazing. So increasing wealth and value. This card shows a beautiful golden, I'll show it to you. So that's blossoming abundance. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruit on a tree above. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seed of your own wealth and prosperity, much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming result take hold. This card upright indicates that the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. So this is very, very much to do with this Eight of Pentacle card, you working on your craft, and that's going to bring about that blossoming abundance. Then the cornucopia, that's just abundance, just of every sort. Wishes fulfilled, an abundant harvest. I'll hold the card, why not? An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready for a great feast of abundant value, which is being prepared for you now. And Spirit is applauding you for all of your effort. And that's why we see the Three of Cups, that celebration card. This is upcoming energy, and I feel this energy is going to surround you the more you focus on this Eight of Pentacle. You're going to find more balance, this blossoming abundance and cornucopia surrounding you. And of course, with the challenging time, with the hostilities and ego, it's about two people working together, thinking before you speak, thinking before you act. Is it worth the hostility? Be more understanding, and also trust, and take action and do work on your crown chakra. But everything here, from your solar plexus energy to the blossoming abundance and cornucopia, is indicating very, very good things for you. Then I'm going to look at your astrology now, the astrological influence for you. And so we have home. So you've got the fourth house showing up here. If your chart, okay, come home and make it a sanctuary. Create a place to renew and to live an intimate, authentic life. Home is an emotional space more than a physical address, but both matter. In the practical realm, it may be time to renovate, reorganize, or move in the physical realm, or to negotiate boundaries with a roommate. Create a home that feels safe and renewing at the end of the day, where you are truly off stage so you can drop your guard and refill your wells. The fourth house also speaks of existential homesickness, of a longing for a home you've never had. If you don't have a map from childhood to create sanctuary, make one. Be ready to do the next layer of therapy or tend to some work around family karma. Think about how you would like to have been parented, rather than how you were parented, and use that as a model for self-care. In the spiritual realm, build or visualize a meditation place, a portal sanctuary that can be home to your spiritual practice. Explore the quiet depth of your meditation. Drop down to your hara, to your center of gravity, and renew your connection to the earth beneath, the sky above, and spirit within. If you're asking about a project, check that it is well situated, make sure the people involved feel safe and have a healthy work-life balance. This is a really good card, domestic home card, and it's very positive for you, I feel. But you do need to clear some family karma, and I think that's probably some things from your childhood that is affecting situations, perhaps behaviors. The environment that you grew up in is has obviously as it does to most people affected your current situation today. So have a think about what has affected you as a child. How would you have preferred to be parented? And try to clear any family karma. The next card we have Mid-Heavens Pinnacle, and that card is okay. Inventory your professional reputation. Inventory your inventory your professional reputation and ask what can you do to strengthen it. Update your website. Yeah, your website could be your Instagram, it could be Facebook, whatever social media platform you use. Look at your definition of success and make sure it is your own. Actually, that it makes you happy and it is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you've received from these authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release their preconception and step into something bigger. You may need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midheaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. And the gift of that is, underneath all worldly sense of ambition is a soul longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. There's a challenge with that card. Traditions, other people's expectation, your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. So that two sort of family related stuff, and as well as maybe too many cooks in the kitchen. And the last card is tension. Square, semi-square, quincunx. Tension. Life is a workout. This phase needs juggling, muscle building, and the careful coordination of competing needs. You may feel pulled between one path or another, and pushed to make a decision, but with some fancy timing and rhythm, you may be able to do it all. Working with people who have diverse mindsets, skills, and background can be challenging, but in the long run, these collaborations prove most productive and enriching. Find points of ease, the few things everybody agrees on already, and build out from there. Honor differences and expand. Let this situation become a mandala created by the interlacing element that at first glance may not look like they go together. These apparently clashing pieces can round each other out and create a beautiful symbol of wholeness. Take this image into your psyche and use it as a pattern for interaction. These tense aspects take work, but don't avoid it. If you take a hatching baby bird out of its egg so it doesn't have to struggle, it won't build the strength needed to survive. A butterfly needs to struggle coming out of its cocoon in order to have circulation in its wings to fly. This situation builds your strength. Get ready to fly. So this is a workout of body, mind, and spirit, and workout can be tiring. So the message here is take this opportunity to build strength and learn to reconcile the conflicts within. When you can resolve internal conflicts, it is easier to resolve external ones. Yeah. Very true. And then I've got some healing cards for you. Oh, one message for guidance for you is change. So you've got the dragon spirit. Change is on its way, but change starts with you. What can you change within yourself? What can you change and clear from family patterns? What can you work on regarding your shadows? And what action can you take in the physical? This is change on all level. And the moment that you embrace the change, then I feel the world just opens up to you, to that cornucopia of just absolute abundance, wish fulfillment, and everything with it. But it does require work, as with everything else. So I pulled a few self-healing card and healing cards for you, just so you can maybe know where to step. So one of them is enhance your physical health. Think about how you view yourself as a physical being. Do you perceive yourself as weak or strong? Do you tend to make excuses for why you're not proactive in your healing when you see what can and should be done? Your goal is to initiate one positive action in your life to enhance your physical health. So that's your first healing message. Second healing message, notice that special person. On this day, take notice of someone whom you've previously ignored. That person is your teacher, your special angel, and he or she will do or say something you've been waiting for just because you're recognizing the beauty of his or her spirit. Your goal, to see that everyone is capable of helping you heal and vice versa. It's okay to accept help from others. There's no shame in it. And it's okay to recognize that one needs healing. There's no shame in that. And everyone comes onto our path to show us the areas that needs healing. So notice that special person. And the next card is break negative habits. Be cognizant of one negative practice you engage in that causes you to lose power, and work on changing that situation. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overeating, or being constantly late. Your goal, to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and even unpleasant, but it's essential that you do so. So this is resonating with all the other cards, working on yourself, the healing, recognizing negative patterns, working on, whatever karma that needs to be cleared and whatnot. Be open to spiritual guidance. Ponder this question. How do you expect your prayers and guidance to come to you? Literally, in a vision? Are you someone who says you're waiting for prayers to be answered because you want guidance that includes a safety net? Your goal is to own up to your spiritual insecurities and lack of faith. And then a few self-care message is abundance planning. Yes, do a vision board. That is important for you to manifest your cornucopia, for you to manifest your abundance in all things. You need to write it down, create a vision board. You need to organize it. Sadly, with manifestation, we all love to just imagine it in our mind and allow it to just happen, but it doesn't work like that. We need to plan. When we write things down, when we journal it, when we do the manifestation on paper, then it becomes much more real. So plan for your abundance. How much money do you want to make? How much love do you want in your life? How much health? What do you want in your life? Plan it, write it, make it into a vision board. See, like the little notes there. So plan for your abundance. Connect to your womb. Now, I believe you're a man, and I believe this card is coming up for you because you need to connect with your feminine energy. It's important that you drop into the feminine energy so you can balance both masculine and feminine energy. If you're going or have been going too much into that masculine energy, then obviously there's going to be more ego, more conflict, more of these challenging times that we see, and the storm warning and the hostilities and everything else that we see. So by dropping into that feminine sort of nurturing energy and compassionate energy, you'll be able to get further and be able to clear these issues that is around you and the energy that's around you. Flow like water. Flow like water is also, well, basically trust and flow with things. Don't try to resist it. Resistance comes in so many shapes. So perhaps something is not how you like it, then you build resistance. Someone says something you don't like, you build resistance. Just anything you don't like builds a resistance if you don't flow with it. There's many things all of us don't like, but if we resist it, it becomes more of a burden than an ease. So learn to flow with obstacles that come in your path and connect with water. And that could be, having more showers, going swimming at the beach, surfing, connecting with water essentially. So you can remember the feminine aspect of water, the emotional aspect, because we have the womb card here, which is indicating very strongly that you need to drop into your feminine energy, the compassionate, nurturing energy of understanding, and water is symbolic of emotion and femininity. So connect with the softer side of you, and don't resist so much, but go with the flow of things. Even when things don't make you happy and you feel resistant about it, find a way around how you can flow with it. It doesn't mean you have to completely accept it. It just means you don't need to resist it and create blockages. See? So I feel this is my read for you. We have some bottom deck energy. I'll quickly show you these bottom deck energy, the ones that's relevant at least. So that's the other card, that's bottom deck, card of hostility, ego, conflict, fighting. So this is still surrounding your deck. And bottom deck energy, that of Mars, motion, very similar to the psychic heart tarot, which is move. So Mars is pushing you to take action. And is there any other bottom deck energy that I missed? I don't think so. No, these are the ones that caught my attention. Well, Mystic Man, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'd love to receive some feedback if you feel like it, if it resonated. And I really, really hope it helps you and that the messages actually sink in.
I can go ahead with my reading for the Mystic Man.
Yep.
Or you're adding something yet? Okay, so Mystic Man, you were asking for the general reading, so I decided to ask a few two things from my deck. The first part is from the Black Moon deck, showing generally what is going to happen, and the second part is connected with your own inner working, what should be something important for you to do, and what could help. So, from the Black Moon, the first card I am getting is actually increase of the fortune. So whatever you're doing in your life, you're going to have some sort of fortune being increased. It's a part, it's not something which is going to be very very long term or something, but there is increase, and that's something coming from your own working, but it's also coming from a cycles, because I was getting a cycles card, so it's like a cycle making a turn, and now it's the positive time for you. But there's actually something funny, because I was getting have a fate card, the fate card here, and from the healing one I was getting one have a fate. There are two about the fate. You have to actually believe in yourself at this point, believe in many things connected to yourself. I will get deeper into that, but your fortune is increasing and you have to believe in yourself, because the next cards here are coming I am and truth. So there will be something appearing in your life which will help change the way you are seeing yourself. It will be true, it will be actually explaining some things for you. It's like this change of the fortune will be also connected to it. Like you will change some sort of thinking about yourself and about the others. The truth about your you in general will show up soon, and that is why you're called to having a faith that things will change. and you will be deeper connecting with yourself, with your soul in general, and that there will be something coming to the light, some truth coming to the light, and this will help you actually with whatever you're facing. From the healing part, I was getting three cards. The first one is cycles, the second one is having a faith, and the last one is take off the mask. And that take off the mask is connecting with this I am card and the truth card. So you are called into your own working here and into removing the mask surrounding you. You are hiding yourself, you are hiding your true self from the others, from yourself even, and you're using the masks. And we are all having some sort of a mask. It's not that uncommon, but you're actually trying to hide yourself. Like your true self cannot be expressed because you're lying about yourself at this point. This is why there are also a card of truth coming and the card of I am coming. So you need to take this mask off. You need to show your true self. You need to show your emotions. You need to show the way you're seeing things, thinking, and actually showing your true self. Not pretend to be somebody, not pretend to have things which you don't, and simply show the truth to yourself and to the others which are surrounding you at this point. And what can help is how can I surrender even more in this moment? And the card is speaking. It is essential to have clear, strong intention for what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It is time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the will and trust so deeply that your trust turns into the gratitude for what you cannot see yet but you know is coming. To their soul's action. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has a purpose, and the more you surrender, the more you can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra: I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome and joyful trust the process. So there is, as much as I can say, is like you want to have this increase of your fortune, and you are actually making some sort of a pattern for that. Like you're focusing so much on it that you are blocking it because you don't believe you actually can have it. You don't believe in yourself, and you need to remove this mask. You need to remove everything what is stopping you, and then simply have faith in the universe, in yourself, in your skills, and in the universe. It's again showing up here like three times. Is the card showing to having a faith. So whatever you want to actually have, you need to have this faith not only in you but also in the universe, in your life, that your guides will provide for you everything you need in this moment. It's not like they are just simply let you be and do nothing. You need to actually believe in yourself, believe in the universe that it can actually help you. And this will also help you to face some truth about yourself and removing these masks in general. But I was also getting one card from the other oracle, and I was getting Angel of Time. You're working too hard. And I am gonna read that card because that's also a new oracle for me. Just give me a second. Time for break from mechanical technical work is needed. Please take breaks from electronic devices like computers, cell phones, or even iPads, clocks, and watches. It's time to simply rest in the nature's embrace. Swim in the ocean, float in a lake, walk in a forest, meditate in a cave. Camping, hiking, and gardening will be the most beneficial at this time. It's time to unwind the tightly coiled springs and detach from the mechanics and deadlines and immerse yourself in the nature's time and truth. The angel of talents tell you to do this now. The angel of truth speaks. I am getting straight to the point here because someone really has to tell you, stop giving yourself so much your work. all your time, your energy, your passion. Take better care of your health. This is the time to fulfill all of the promises you have made to yourself but barely made even effort to keep. Meditate, eat well, take up gentle exercise, and change unhealthy emotional patterns that are compromising your well-being. These are the challenges you need to set yourself. Gaze into the candles flame, write down one true thing you love about all your friends, and pay close attention to all messages your body sends you. Then make the changes you know it needs. I thank you in advance for a happy you makes this world for a better place. So again, it's like you're working too hard because you don't believe you can actually achieve something. You don't believe that you might increase this version, even if it's coming and going because it's a cycle. It's like pattern at some point. So you're getting something, you're losing it, and then again you're forcing yourself into getting more and more and more. You're not trying to see it like something natural, like for example the seasons are coming and going, but they are still repeating themselves. The same way here is with your fortune. It can keeps coming and going, but it will again keeps coming and going. It's natural for this, and you're trying to push it too hard into the option that you are actually working right now. You're working, and you don't let yourself actually lose something. But the moment when we are losing something is more like we know that it will come back, and if we trust this process, it will come back even more than before. So this is something you might need to actually understand here. And this is also why you are so called to having the faith that you need to trust the universe. Universe knows what it is doing. And in meantime, focus on yourself, on your own working, on this whom you are, on your own inner truth, and remove the masks which are blocking you from it, because there is pretty much of the masks in general. But I am going to pull for you also the healing card here, healing spell. Okay, I don't know why, but I was getting the healing spell. Just to be sure, this is a healing spell. I am feeling pretty. So this might actually help you feel better about yourself after you remove the masks. Many witches prefer whipping up their own healing beauty magic. Here's a simple recipe for a homemade salt rub. The beauty of this recipe is that you can change the essential oils to suit your mood. Combine 3 cups of Epsom salts, 1 tablespoon of glycerin, 4 drops of yin lang, 1 drop of jasmine, 1 drop of clary sage. Mix well and stir in the colored glacier. You can use these salts with your body purification ritual to help exfoliate your skin. So it's like you need to feel good in your own skin. Even this spell is actually showing that you need to focus on being yourself, being your true self, and feeling fine in your own skin. This is the most important part here. So I will get one more card for you. Just one. I suppose that might be something good to try. You might start with this archetype in general to work. And I am getting the bridge archetype. So this archetype is actually helping you connect many spheres, helping you to connect positive and the negative with energies, helping you to connect the physical and spiritual realm, working like that. So you might find yourself being a bridge, where you are a bridge, what workings needs you to be a bridge. This is exactly for you to answer that and to actually work on that. This is the archetype for you, so you might start here. And that's my reading for you. If you have any questions, let me know.
Well, he received 2 very detailed long read. Hopefully he's happy.
I hope so.
He doesn't talk much. I was thinking I think we've nearly done 3 hours.
Yes.
So what I was going to propose is, if there's anyone watching who would like to have a read, if you want to make a small donation, we'll do a last read for you by picking a reader from the exclamation mark reader. Hopefully it doesn't fall on Urians, but if it does, I think I'll be doing the reading, because Urians has done quite a few readings today, and for the first time I thought Urians is tired.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear in the energy. So, oh, he sent amazing. Thank you both so much. They both resonated. You're welcome, Mystic Man, and thank you again for your generosity. And yeah, so if anyone would like a last read, I'll do it. You don't even need to do exclamation mark reader, as Urians did 3 reads. 2 reads or 3 reads? 3 reads. So I'll take another read. However, if no one wants to have a read, that's fine as well. We could just mention Discord. So basically, join our Discord. We do have giveaways there, so you know about notifications, and we have other services which might be interesting for you. So have a look on About in the Twitch section. Also join the Discord. There's more information on there, and we also do private readings. We only do it on Discord, so that's not advertised on Twitch. And you can basically get 20 minutes of reading, very detailed read, with a live video in a private channel just for you and the reader. And you can ask as many questions as you want with regard to that one read. And if the reader wants to, it's up to them. They may do 2 reads for you, but that's up to their discretion. So that's something we offer, and have a look on Discord. Otherwise, we will be doing solo stream as from next week. So Urians, myself, and Viety, when we have time, we will do solo, and then on Saturday we all join forces again, and we do, we'll bring you some more interesting topics. If you would like a particular topic, go on Discord. There is a channel called Topics, request for topics or whatever. You could write what you'd like to be discussed, and we will decide whether we'll make that a topic or a demonstration of if it's to do with magic or anything like that. If not, well, watch out for the next topic. All notifications are on Discord. I mean, you do have a schedule here on Twitch, which you can have a look at if you're interested. But it's easy on Discord because you know the notification comes automatically, as opposed to you having to go on About Us and then click blah blah blah. Yeah, we're always doing free giveaways, but the giveaways are you join and then you interact and then you win. And sometimes we do free services like free sigils, free Reiki. There was someone last week who won a Reiki session. So yeah, you can win Reiki, you can win sigil, you can win aura reading, and I don't know what. Do you remember any other services we offered for free? Oh yeah, free chakra reading we did as well.
Chakra, aura reading, healing, sigils, and
yeah.
I suppose that's it.
Yeah, and we can maybe do the next time a free spell for you on your behalf, so you can see the power of that particular spell. But so watch out for that.
You also something given in the giveaway, you might also select. We might always consider it.
Yes. You mean like they mention what kind of giveaway they'd like?
Yes.
Yes, do that. Tell us what kind of giveaway you would like, and we will bring that to you very soon, whether that's the next live we do all together or the week after. So yeah, we're very open to feedbacks, and all of you who have had readings, we do have a testimonial area on the Discord. So if you want to give your testimonial feedback or whatever, you can head there and give your testimonials. But otherwise, what do you want to hear? What topics are you interested in, and what giveaway would you like? If it's just readings, that's fine as well, but just tell us. Readings, chakra, spell, ancient knowledge, light language. We cover pretty much all things to do with the mysteries. So, yep. Any final message, Urians?
There's anything else? I think it covered everything. So
Okay.
I
Urians
can
is tired. I'm tired as well.
but I can only say that on Wednesday I plan to actually do something interesting. I might be also finishing this Ogam runes which were started before, but I will also try to do something else yet. So you might also stay around. I will introduce that on Monday on this.
Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks, Mystic Man. And we'll see you soon. Or catch you on Discord. Take care. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.